high call series.
Next, we go to the next topic in this chapter. So, what is the next topic here? Children, subtraction with borrowing. So, up to now, we have learned the subtraction of two-digit numbers without borrowing. So, now we are going to learn about the subtraction of two-digit numbers with borrowing. So, already you have learned the addition with borrowing. In the same way, we have to continue the process of borrowing in the subtraction also. So let us see an example of subtraction of two-digit numbers with borrowing. So how to take borrowing and how to subtract the two-digit numbers. So let us see an example here. Subtract 26 from 62. So here they have given two numbers. So what is the first number? 26. And what is the second number? 62. So now we have to subtract 26 from 62. So see the step 1 here. In ones place, 2 less than 6. So we cannot subtract 6 from 2. So children, so before going to subtract, first you have to write these two numbers one below the other. So how to write these numbers one below the other? So look at the screen carefully. Here you are observing how the numbers are written one below the other. So first you have to write the number, greatest number 62 first. So write 62 first. And write the smallest number next. So what is the smallest number here? The smallest number is 26. So write the greatest number 62 first and write the smallest number 26 next. And now we have to subtract 26 from 62. And again same, first to start the subtraction from the ones place. That is, subtract the digits present in the ones place. So what are the digits present in the tens place here, ones place here? 2 and 6. But here 2 is the smaller number and 6 is the greater number. That means 2 is less than 6. So here in the ones place 2 is less than 6. So we cannot subtract 6 from 2. So we cannot subtract 6 from 2 because 2 is the smaller number, 6 is the greater number. So here subtraction is not possible. So if the subtraction is not possible, then what we have to do? So we have to take borrow from the next place. So we have to take borrow from the next place. If the subtraction is not possible, then we have to take borrow from the next place. What is the next place here? Tens place. And what is the digit present in the tens place? 6. That means how many tens are there? 6 tens are there. So among the 6 tens, take 1 10 as borrow. So take borrow 1 10 among 6 tens. And carry that 1 10 to the ones place. So if we carry that 1 10 to the ones place, that will become 10 ones. So children, do you understood? So how to take borrowing? So here in the ones place, 2 is the smaller number, 6 is the greater number. We cannot subtract greater number from the smaller number. So here we have to take borrow from the next place. So here in the next place there is 6. That means there are 6 tens here. And take borrow 1 10 from 6 tens. So if you take borrow 1 10 from 6 tens and carry that 1 10 to the ones place. So if we carry 1 10 to the ones place, that will becomes 10 ones. Already there are 2 ones children and this 10 ones total becomes how many ones? 12 ones. So strike off these 2 and write 12 here. So children, so see the step 2 here. So borrow 1 10 from 6 tens. So 5 tens are left in the tens place. So here there are 6 tens and borrow 1 10 from the 6 tens. And there will be how many tens will be there? There will be remaining 5 tens. Next, ones place means 1 10 plus 2 ones. So now here we have carried this 1 10 to the ones place. That is 1 10 plus 2 ones. That becomes 1 10 means 10 ones and there is already 2 ones. total becomes how many ones? 12 ones. So write 12 in the ones place. So now step 3, 12 minus 6. Now subtraction is possible because 12 is the greater number, 6 is the smaller number. We can subtract 6 from 12. So subtract 6 from 12. That is 12 minus 6 is equal to how much? So open 12 fingers and close 6 fingers, and there will be how many fingers will be there? There will be 6 fingers. So if the subtraction is not possible with fingers, then count backward from the first number till we get the second number. So count backward from 12, that is 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So children, how many fingers we have? Closer 6 fingers. So here write 6. That means 12 minus 6 is equal to 6. Write 6 under ones place. So next, what is the step 4 here? So next you go to tens place. So ones place is completed. Next you go to tens place. So what are the digits in the tens place? 5 and 2. So now subtract 2 from 5. That is 5 tens minus 2 tens becomes how many tens? 3 tens. So write 3 under tens place. So write 3 under tens place. The answer will be 36. So children, you understood here? So how to take borrowing? So if the subtraction is not possible, then we have to take borrow from the next page. So then the subtraction will be possible and continue the same process as we have explained in the subtraction of 2 digits in the previous problem. So now let us practice some problems on subtraction with borrowing. So children, look at the screen. Here you are observing some problems on subtraction with borrowing, and we will practice some problems among these. So subtract the following. Look at the first problem here. So here you are observing 2 numbers. What are the 2 numbers? 72 and 37. So you have to subtract 37 from 72. So what is the step 1 here? First to subtract the digits present in the ones place. What are the digits present in the ones place? 2 and 7. So subtract 7 from 2. So can you subtract 7 from 2? No. Why? Here 2 is the smaller number, 7 is the greater number. We cannot subtract greater number from the smaller number. Then what we have to do? So if the subtraction is not possible, then we have to take borrow from the next place. What is the next place here? Tens place. And how many tens are there? There are 7 tens. Now take 1 ten as borrow. So take borrow 1 ten from 7 tens. Then how many tens will be there left? There will be left 6 tens. And carry that 1 ten to the ones place. So that 1 ten becomes 10 ones, and already there are 2 ones. So 10 ones and 2 ones, total becomes 12 ones. So write 12 here. So now subtract the digits. The first number is 12 and the second number is 7. So subtract 7 from 12. So here subtraction will be possible. How can we subtract? So open 12 fingers and close 7 fingers, but we have only 10 fingers. So we cannot do the subtraction of the fingers. So count backward from the first number till we get the second number. So count backward from the first number. So 12 before 11. So count 11. So count from 11 till we get 5. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So children, how many fingers are there? 5 fingers. So write 5 here. So next go to tens place. What are the digits present here? 6 and 3. Subtract 3 from 6. That is 6 minus 3. Open 6 fingers and close 3 fingers. Remaining fingers will be the answer. Open 6 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Close 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. Children, I have closed 3 fingers. How many fingers are there remaining? 1, 2 and 3. So write 3 here. So the answer is 35. So children, this is the way how to take borrowing So we have to take care while doing subtraction with borrowing. So let us see the next problem here. So what is the first number here? 22. And what is the second number? 18. So now we have to subtract 18 from 22. So first subtract the digits present in the ones place. What are the digits present in the ones place? 2 and 8. So subtract 8 from 2. So is it possible? So can we subtract 8 from 2? No. Because here 2 is the smaller number and 8 is the greater number. We cannot subtract 8 from 2. Then what we have to do? We have to take borrow from the next place. What is the next place here? Tens place. And how many tens are there? There are 2 tens. And get 1 ten borrow. So get borrow 1 ten from 2 tens. So if you get borrow 1 ten from 2 tens, how many tens will be left there? There will be remaining 1 ten. So strike off 2 and write 1. That means there will be only 1 ten. And now carry that 1 ten to the ones place. So if you carry 1 ten to the ones place, it becomes 10 ones. Already there are 2 ones and 10 ones and 2 ones. Total becomes 12 ones. So children, so there will be a simple trick. Follow the trick. So already there is 2. If you take borrow, just write 1 before it. So there is already 2. If you take borrow, so write 1 before it, that becomes 12. So this is the simple one. So remember that. So that becomes 12. So 2 becomes 12. Now subtract 8 from 12. So subtract 8 from 12. That means count backward from the 12 till you get 8. So open each finger for every number. So count backward from 12. So before 12 we will get 11. That is 11, 10, 9 and 8. So how many fingers are there? 4 fingers. So here write 4. So now go to the tens place. What are the digits here? 1 and 1. So that means 1 minus 1. If we subtract same 2 numbers, again we will get 0. 1 minus 1, 0. 2 minus 2, 0. 10 minus 10, 0. In the same way, if you subtract the same numbers, the answer will be 0. So here answer is 0. The answer is 4. So children, see the next problem. So here the first number is 60 and second number is 15. So start subtraction from the ones place. So subtract the digits present in the ones place. What are the digits present in the ones place? 0 and 5. So subtract 5 from 0. So can we subtract 5 from 0? No, because here 5 is the greater number, 0 is the smaller number. We cannot subtract greater number from the smaller number. So here the subtraction is not possible. Then what we have to do? So we have to take borrow from the next place. What is the next place? The tens place. And how many tens are there? There are 6 tens. So take borrow 1 ten from 6 tens. So if you take borrow 1 ten from the 6 tens, then there will be how many tens? There will be 5 tens. So strike off 6 and write 5. That means there is only 5 tens. And carry 1 ten to the ones place. So if we carry 1 ten to the next ones place, that becomes 10. So already there is 0. And if we carry this 1 ten to ones place, that becomes 10 ones. So that becomes 10. So strike off 0 and write 10. So simple trick. So write 1 just before the digit already present there. Already there is 0. So we are taking borrowing. So write just 1 before it. So if you write 1 before 0, that becomes 10. So here 10 is the first digit, 5 is the second digit. Now we can subtract 5 from 10. So can we subtract? Open 10 fingers, close 5 fingers. The remaining fingers will be the answer. So open 10 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So children, these are the 10 fingers and close 5 fingers. Among these 10 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have closed 5 fingers. So how many fingers are there? There are remaining 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So there are remaining 5 fingers. So write 5 under ones place. So next go to tens place and subtract the digits present in the tens place. That is 5 minus 1. means open 5 fingers, close 1 fingers, and the remaining fingers will be the answer. So open 5 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Close 1 finger. So I have closed 1 fingers. So how many fingers are there remaining? There are remaining 1, 2, 3, and 4. So write 4 under tens place. The answer is 45. So go to the next problem. So here the first number is 62 and the second number is 49. So first subtract the digits present in the ones place. What are the digits here? 2 and 9. And we cannot subtract 9 from 2 because 9 is the greater number, 2 is the smaller number. We cannot subtract a greater number from smaller number. Then what we have to do? That means we have to borrow from the next place. What is the next place here? Tens place. How many tens are there? There are 6 tens. So borrow 1 ten from the 6 tens. If you borrow 1 ten from the 6 tens, then there will be how many tens? There will be only 5 tens. So strike off 6 and write 5 means there are 5 tens. And carry that 1 ten to the ones place. So if you carry 1 ten to the ones place, it will become 10 ones. So already there is the digit 2. So just write 1 before it. So if you write 1 before 2, that becomes 12. That means there are 12 ones. So now subtract 9 from 12. So open 12 fingers, close 9 fingers. We have only 10 fingers. So now subtract backward from the 12 until get the second number 9. So count backward. If you because you do not have 12 fingers, so count backward. So what is the before number 12? So that is 11. Start from 11 till we get the number 9. So that is 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So children, see once again. So count backward. It is 11, 10, and 9. So how many fingers are there? There are 3 fingers. So write 3 under ones place. So next go to tens place. So there are 5 and 4 present in the tens place. So subtract 4 from 5. It is open 5 fingers, close 4 fingers, and remaining fingers will be the answer. So open 5 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and close 4 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many fingers are there? There will be only 1 finger. Write 1 under tens place. The answer is 13. So go to the next problem here. So here also the first number is 38, second number is 29. We have to subtract 29 from 38. So first subtract the digits present in the ones place. What are the digits here? 8 and 9. So can we subtract 9 from it? No, because 9 is the greater number, 8 is the smaller number. We cannot subtract 9 from 8. So what we have to do? We have to borrow from the next place. What is the next place? Tens place. How many tens are there? 3 tens. So borrow 1 ten from 3 tens. If you borrow 1 ten, there will be how many tens? There will be only 2 tens. So strike off 3 and write 2. That means there is 2 tens. And now carry that 1 ten to the ones place. That becomes how many ones here? There is already the digit 8. So just write 1 before it. If you write 1 before it, that becomes 18. That means 18 ones. Now subtract 9 from 18. So now count backward from 18 till we get the number 9. So count backward from 18. So 18 before, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. So children, how many fingers are there? So total is 9 fingers. So write 9 under ones place. So now go to tens place. What are the digits here? 2 and 2. So that means 2 minus 2. So what will be the answer? If you subtract the 2 numbers which are same, the answer will be 0. That is 2 minus 2, 0. 5 minus 5, 0. 10 minus 10, 0. In the same way, if you subtract the same 2 numbers, the answer will be 0. So the total answer is 9. So go to the next problem here. So what is the first number here? 58. And what is the second number? 39. So subtract 39 from 58. So first subtract the digits present in the ones place. So subtract the digits present in the ones place. So what are the digits here? 8 and 9. And we cannot subtract 9 from 8 because 9 is the greater number and 8 is the smaller number. We cannot subtract 9 from 8. So now we have to take borrow from the next place. What is the next place here? 5. So how many tens are there? 5 tens are there. So take borrow 110 from the 5 tens. So if you take borrow 110 from 5 tens, how many tens will be there? There will be 4 tens. So write 4 by striking 5. So now carry that 110 to the ones place. Then now how much it becomes? There is already 8. So just write 1 before it. That becomes total 18 ones. So write 18 here. Now subtract 9 from 18. How can you subtract? So count backward from the 18 till you get the number 9. So how can you subtract backward? That is 18 before, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. So chalo, how many fingers are there? These are total 9 fingers. So write 9 under ones place. So now go to tens place. So what are the digits here? 4 and 3. So subtract 3 from 4. That is open 4 fingers, close 3 fingers. The remaining fingers will be the answer. That is open 4 fingers, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And close 3 fingers, 1, 2, 3. So how many fingers are there? There are remaining 1 finger. So write 1 here. Answer is 19. So go to the next problem. What is the first number here? 42. And what is the second number? 29. So start subtraction from the ones place. What are the digits here? 2 and 9. And we cannot subtract 9 from 2 because 9 is a greater number, 2 is a smaller number. So then what we have to do? We have to take borrow from the next place. What is the next place? Tens place. How many tens are there? So children, there are 4 tens. So take borrow 110 from the 4 tens. So if you take borrow 110 from the 4 tens, how many tens will be there? There will be only 3 tens. So strike off 4 and write 3 here. That means there are only 3 tens. So next, carry that 110 to the ones place. Then how many ones becomes? So there is already 2 ones and just write 1 before it and that becomes 12. That is 12 ones are there and subtract 9 from 12. So how can you subtract this? So you can count backward from the 12 till you get the number 9. So 12 before, 11, 10 and 9. So children, how many fingers are there? Total 3 fingers. Write 3 under ones place. So next go to tens place. So what are the digits here? 3 and 2. So subtract 2 from 3. That means open 3 fingers, close 2 fingers and the remaining fingers will be the answer. So open 3 fingers, 1, 2 and 3. And close 2 fingers, 1 and 2. How many fingers are there? There are remaining 1 finger. So write 1 under tens place. The answer is 13. So go to the next problem. So here what is the first number? 55. And what is the second number? 19. So start subtraction from the ones place. What are the digits here? 5 and 9. And here 9 is the greater number, 5 is the smaller number, and we cannot subtract greater number from the smaller number. That's why we have to take borrow from the next place. What is the next place? Tens place. How many tens are there? There are total 5 tens. So take borrow 110 from 5 tens. So if you take borrow 110 from 5 tens, how many tens will be there? There will be 4 tens. So strike off 5 and write 4 means there are only 4 tens. And carry that 110 to the ones place, then total how many ones becomes? There are already 5 tens. If you write 1 before it, it becomes 15. That means there are 15 ones. And now subtract 9 from 15. How can you subtract? So count backward from 15 till you get the number 9. So count backward from 15. So 15 before 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 and 9. So children, how many fingers are there total? These are 6 fingers. So write 6 under 1's place. Now go to 10's place. And what are the digits here? 4 and 1. And subtract 1 from 4. That means open 4 fingers, close 1 finger, and the remaining fingers will be the ones. Open 4 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4. And close 1 finger. So children, so I have closed 1 fingers. And how many fingers are there total? Total there are 1, 2, 3. So write 3 under 10's place. So children, so in this way, we can subtract the 2-digit numbers with borrowing. So there are some more problems on the subtraction with borrowing, and practice the remaining problems as homework at your home. And we'll go to the next topic in this chapter. So that is word problems. So children, up to now, we have practiced the subtraction of 2-digit numbers with borrowing and subtraction of 2-digit numbers without borrowing. So now our topic is word problems, and we will practice some word problems on the subtraction of 2-digit numbers. So children, look at the screen. So there are given some 5 word problems, and we will practice some problems among these problems. So see the first one here and read the problem. So children, read the first problem. There are 56 books in a shelf. Sita took 24 books. How many books are left in the shelf? So children, so read the problem until you get understand. So read the problem again. There are 56 books in a shelf. So children, how many books are there total in a shelf? There are total, how many books? There are total 56 books in a shelf. And how many books Sita took away? So she take away, say 24 books. So among 56 books, so Sita has taken away 24 books. That means taken away means subtraction. So now we have to subtract 24 from 56. Then we will get how many books are left in the shelf. So now if we subtract these two numbers, then we will get the number of books left in the shelf. So let us see how to subtract. So first you have to write the two numbers one below the other. Look at the screen how the two numbers are written one below the other. So write the greater number first. So which one is greater, 56 or 24? 56. So write 56 first and write the next number 24 below 56. And write the places above each digit, that is 1's place and 10's place. So here 6 and 4 are present in 1's place, 5 and 2 are present in 10's place. So now start subtraction from the 1's place. That is 6 minus 4. Open 6 fingers, close 4 fingers, remaining fingers will be the answer. Open 6 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And close 4 fingers, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Children, how many fingers are there? Remaining there are 1 and 2. So write 2 under 1's place. So now go to 10's place. So what are the digits here? So 5 and 2. That means open 5 fingers, close 2 fingers, and the remaining fingers will be the answer. So open 5 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 fingers. And close 2 fingers, so 1, 2. I have closed 2 fingers. How many fingers are there remaining? 1, 2 and 3. So write 3 under 10's place. So answer is 32. That means how many books are left in the shelf? There are total 32 books left in the shelf. So children, so this is the way how to solve the word problems. And it is better also to write some steps also in this problem. So now, see the second problem. So children, read the second problem. There are 32 persons in a bus. 22 are men. How many women are there in the bus? So children, do you understand the problem? So read the problem again. So there are 32 persons in a bus. So how many persons are there total in the bus? So there are total 32 persons in the bus. And among the total 32 persons, how many are men? So 22 are men. So that means men are means gents. So among the 32 persons, 22 persons are gents. And now what we have to find this in this problem? We have to find how many women are there in the bus. So how can you get the answer? So now you have to subtract. How you have to subtract? Among the 32 persons, take away the 22 men, then there will be remained women. So children, do you understood? So among 32 persons, so subtract the 22 men, then there will be the remaining women. So take away means subtraction. So you have to subtract 22 from 32. That means you have to subtract the number of men from the total number of persons. Then we will get the number of women in the bus. So first write these two numbers, one below the other. How can you write one below the other? So first write the greater number and then write the smaller number below the greater number. So among the 32 and 22, which one is greater? 32 is the greater. So write 32 first. And write 22 below 32 and write the places above each digit. So here, this is one's place, that is 2 and 2 are present in one's place. And 3 and 2 are present in tens place. Now start subtraction from the ones place. So what are the digits in the ones place? 2 and 2. That means 2 minus 2. If you subtract the same two numbers, you will get 0 as the answer. So write 0 under ones place. Now go to tens place. So here 3 and 2 are present in tens place. That means 3 minus 2. Open 3 fingers, close 2 fingers. The remaining fingers will be the answer. Open 3 fingers, 1, 2 and 3. So close 2 fingers, 1, 2. How many fingers are there? There is remaining only 1 finger. So write 1 under tens place. The answer is 10. So children, so in this way, we can practice the word problems in this way. So there are remaining 3 problems here and practice the remaining 3 problems at your home as a homework. So next worksheet. So children, so up to now we have learned about this chapter. So in this chapter we have learned the additions and subtractions. So that means how to add the 2-digit numbers with borrowing and without borrowing, and how to add the numbers on the number line, and also practice some word problems on addition. In the subtraction also we have practiced the subtraction of 2-digit numbers with borrowing and without borrowing, and how to subtract the numbers on the number line, and also we have practiced some word problems. So these are the topics in this chapter. Now the worksheet will be there. So in this worksheet we will practice both additions and subtractions included in the single problem. So let us see the worksheet. So here you are observing some puzzles. So there are some puzzles. So fill in the missing numbers in the verb. So these are the verbs. So and there are some gaps given in each verb. And now we have to fill these gaps in the verb. So let us see the first verb. That is the first puzzle. The children first understood the verb. So here, so the middle number is 10. And around 10, they have given some numbers. And see the first one here, the middle number is 10. So see, start from here. We can start from this number. That is, what is this number? Plus 1. So plus means addition. We have to add 1 to 10. In the same way, the next one is 8 plus 8. That means you have to add 8 to 10 and write the answer in this box. So in the similar way, if plus is there, you have to add that number to 10. And if there is a minus, you have to subtract that number from 10 and write the answer in that box. So let us start from the number 1. So here first plus 1. Plus means addition. So add 1 to 10 and write the answer in this box. So first add 1 to the 10. If you add 1 to any number, we will get its next number. So what is the next number for 10? The next number for 10 is 11. So write 11 in this box. So now go to the next part. So this is the next one. So here the next number is 8 and the symbol is plus. So plus means addition. Add 8 to 10. Add 8 to 10. How much answer you will get? So how can you add these numbers? So open 8 fingers and count after 10. Open 8 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the 8 fingers and start counting after 10. After 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So write 18 in this box. So children, in the same way, so next go to the next number. Here the number is 3 and symbol is minus. Minus means subtraction. So subtract 3 from 10. So how can you subtract? Open 10 fingers, close 3 fingers, write the remaining fingers in this box. Open 10 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And among 10 fingers, close 3 fingers, 1, 2, 3. And how many fingers are there remaining? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So write 7 in this box. In the same way, next, what is the next number? 6. And what is the symbol there? Minus. Minus means subtraction. We have to subtract 6 from 10. How can you subtract? Again, same way. Open 10 fingers, close 6 fingers, write the remaining fingers in this box. Open 10 fingers. So these are the 10 fingers. And close 6 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So children, I have closed 6 fingers. And how many fingers are there remaining? There are remaining 1, 2, 3, 4. So write 4 in this box. And next go to the next number. So next number is 6. And what is the symbol here? Plus. Plus means addition. You have to add 6 to 10. How can you add? So open 6 fingers and start counting after 10. Open 6 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And start counting after 10. After 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So write 16 in this box. So next number is 3. And what is the symbol there? Plus. Plus means addition. Add 3 to 10. How can you add 10? How can you add 3 to 10? So same way. So open 3 fingers. Start counting after 10. Open 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. And start counting after 10. After 10, 11, 12, 13. So write 13 in this box. So what is the next number here? 4. And what is the symbol here? Minus. Minus means subtraction. So how can you subtract? So open 10 fingers, close 4 fingers, write the remaining fingers in this box. So these are the 10 fingers, children. So open 10 fingers and close 4 fingers. So I have closed 4 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many fingers are there remaining? There are remaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So write 6 here. So children, so in this web, you have practiced both additions and subtraction. So children, go to the next number. So what is the next number here? 16. And what is the symbol given here? Minus. Minus means subtraction. So subtract 16 from 20. How can you subtract? So you can subtract 16 from 20 by counting backward from 20 till you get the number 16. So count backward from 20. So before 20, 19 and 18, 17, 16. So how many fingers are there? Total 4 fingers. So write 4 in this box. So again, go to the next number. What is the next number here? 8. And what is the symbol given? Plus. Plus means addition. So you have to add 8 to 20. How can you add 8 to 20? So open 8 fingers and count after 20. Open 8 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And start counting after 20. After 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So answer is 28 right in this box. So next, go to the next number. What is the next number here? 4. And what is the symbol given here? Minus. Minus means subtraction. So subtract 4 from 20. So if you subtract 4 from 20, so how much will you get? You will get 16. So write the 16 in this box. So children, go to the next number. So what is the next number here? 11. What is the symbol given here? Minus. So minus means subtraction. So now subtract 11 from 20. How can you subtract here? So you can subtract by counting backward from 20 till you get the number 11. So start counting backward from 20. So start counting before 20. So 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. So children, how many fingers are these? The total 9 fingers. So write 9 here. And go to the next number. What is the next number? 2. And what is the symbol given here? Minus. Minus means subtraction. So subtract 2 from 20. So if you subtract 2 from 20, how much you will get? You will get 18. So write 18 in this box. So children, so there are some more problems here in this worksheet, and practice the remaining problems, that is practice the remaining bits in your notebook as a homework. So children, this is the end of the chapter, subtractions and additions. So now we will continue the next chapter in the next episode.